guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about the YouTube family vlogging couple Matt and Abby. I have been asked to talk about this channel for a little while. I've been watching some of their content off and on, but specifically I want to talk about a video that Abby posted just a couple days ago because this really highlights the hypocrisy that is family vlogging, and she wraps it up perfectly and delivers it right to us. So we're going to react to it. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so Matt and Abby have over 4.5 million subscribers here on YouTube, and they are pretty active on the platform from what I can see. They, this is not to be insulting, but they're kind of your basic family vlogging couple. They show their kids, they monetize their kids' childhoods, um, you know, just the typical look how cute my kids are, so let me put them on this YouTube channel and mom and dad will be able to make a whole bunch of money off the backs of our kids. That is my opinion, not having watched a ton of their content, but just kind of looking as an outsider, not somebody who is super in tune with everything that they do. But it's pretty run of the mill. And we already know who are the top watchers of these channels. It is usually people that have an odd fascination with other people's children, which is one of the biggest red flags that you can exhibit as a human being existing on the internet. And this video that she posted, she's basically doing a little get ready with me, and the title of it is "A Creepy Man Was Snapping Pictures of Kids." And let's just talk about the get ready with me aspect of this video. I've obviously done a few on my channel as well, and to talk about something that you were scared of and creeped out by, and you're trying to spread a serious PSA to other parents or just people that are existing. I do find it a little interesting that she decided to do a get ready with me while she's talking about this thing that was evidently super scary, but we're gonna let her have the floor. I do want to say going into this that I have already watched the video one time, and my entire outlook on family vlogging since I have been covering them way early on in my channel, the hypocrisy of family vloggers is creepy people exist in the world. I don't want them knowing where I live, showing up at my doorstep, watching, my children, finding my kids, any of these things. But then you're showing them to everybody on the internet. You're showing videos, you're showing bath time, you're showing your kids at the swimming pool and wearing, cute little skirts, or showing them in diapers. And you're literally giving the content directly to the people that you are supposedly so scared of. How is that not the people who support family vloggers? Riddle me this. How do you not find that to be so hypocritical? Oh, I don't want creepy people watching my kids, but I'm going to go ahead and put them out onto the internet. Those two just don't make any sense. There is no way that you can reconcile that idea because it makes zero logical sense. People that don't want creepy people watching their kids typically keep them off social media, at least to the best of their ability. It might not be foolproof. I understand that. People want to show a photo from the family Christmas card, or from Thanksgiving dinner, or maybe from a birthday celebration. I get that. I try to not be super abrasive when it comes to keep your kids 100% off the internet. Like, I get it that there are moments that you want to share, and that's your choice to do so. But we get into this sphere of family vlogging and the amount of oversharing and the positions that these parents show their children in. It's not just a birthday photo once a year. It's every single day, or little snippets throughout every single day. These families are vlogging multiple days per week, showing everything from emergency room visits, first day of school, day at the playground, play date with the neighbors, so-and-so's birthday, like all of this kind of stuff. Gymnastics practice, swim meets. They're vlogging it all because they look at their kids' lives as content, and they will try to come up with the argument, and I've heard this quite a bit too. Oh, well, we do this to document our kids' childhood so that we can look back on how much we've grown or how much things have changed over the years. Nobody said that you can't do that. Does it necessarily belong all on the internet? No, that doesn't either. And especially if you are like most adults and you know how scary and unhinged people can be online, and you are literally giving your children to these people in a digital format. So this video, as of right now, has 201,000 likes to 4.6 thousand dislikes, 1.5 thousand comments, and we're going to go ahead and let it play, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts.
The farmer's market this weekend. So there was a splash pad area for toddlers. Parents were all sitting on the outskirts watching them play. And there was one older man that at first we assumed was somebody's grandpa, and he had this professional camera. But it became clear that he was snapping pictures of all the kids. And there were little girls playing without their shirts on. Something started to feel very off about it.
Number one, why in the world would you be at a public splash pad? I know exactly what she's talking about. There are numerous, in like a 50-mile radius of where I am. I see them constantly, see the little kids out there playing, and there's usually like shopping and restaurants and stuff around. If you're in this kind of environment, why are you letting your children run around with no top on? Why would that be okay? Even if you think that you know every single person at that splash pad watching their children play, why on earth would you not put a proper bathing suit on your child? You are in a public setting. This is not at a private family pool in somebody's backyard where there's a big fence and there's literally 4 people present and they're all close family people. Like, what on earth would possess somebody to allow their child to go to a public splash pad and not have proper covering on? That, in my opinion, is a great example of bad parenting.
I immediately blocked my son and warned Matt so that he was aware. One of our cousins went around the splash pad asking every single family if they knew the man. Not one of them did. After knowing this, one of the dads approached him and asked what he was doing. At this point, the creepy guy was taking pictures of a woman that was asleep on a bench. When approached, he was very standoffish and defensive. The dad told him that he shouldn't be taking pictures of that woman and other people's kids without their consent. And he told him that he needed to delete them off his camera. The creepy guy just responded by saying, "I can do what I want," and then he quickly walked away. I'm telling this story because it was a good reminder to me to always be vigilant and to not be afraid to speak up if something feels off, especially as a parent, because they can't speak up for themselves.
They can't speak up for themselves. Thank you, Abby, for saying what most of us are thinking. They can't speak up for themselves, therefore your children are not able to consent to having their childhood used as a way to make mom and dad money, get brand deals and sponsorships so that y'all can go ahead and build a little YouTube empire off the backs of your children. They are not able to communicate or properly give consent when they are young and they have no clue what the internet is. And they have no clue how having their entire childhood presented on the internet is going to negatively or positively impact them in the future. But most of the time, it's going to have a negative impact. Most people do not want to have all of their info as a kid out there floating around. They don't want strangers to know their birthday and the place they were born and, what their favorite activities were to do as kids. Like, not everybody wants that to be for public consumption. Not everybody wants their pediatric medical record in some YouTube video or some TikTok that their parent made. This couple, to me, is very cringy, and I can usually ignore cringy for the most part, unless it involves your kids. If you are going to be cringy and make content about yourselves. Stop making everything about your children, and you're literally sitting here as family vloggers and people can see you're sitting there trying to put out a PSA about some creepy guy taking photos, which I am not taking up for that guy. Don't know him, don't want to know him. I find it to be very creepy, and that's just the world we live in. People are creepy. People are taking photos and videos when they should not be taking photos or videos because they don't have consent from the party that they are usually taking the photos or videos of. But the same applies in between parents putting video and photo of their children in compromising positions on the internet way before the kid even understands what a digital footprint is, how this could impact them, what they might want or not want out there once they get a little bit older, and it's all for the parents' financial gain. She literally just had a baby 11 months ago, and she's pregnant again. Like, she's very pregnant. So she got pregnant, immediately after having her other child, which, hey, that's fine, whatever. But these family vloggers just constantly look at these kids as more content, extra avenues that they can go down to make extra money and get different kinds of brand deals and sponsorships with multiple kids in the house. And it just really sucks. It sucks. Obviously, based on the content that I've seen, they have been able to essentially not have, quote, normal jobs because of the YouTube content that they make. And that would all be good and well if it wasn't involving their kids. And that's the problem. It's just so hypocritical to sit there and act like, oh my God, there was a weird guy taking photos of, people at the splash pad. Your kids are literally on social media. Do you think that the people watching your kids on social media are, sweet, innocent angels who just happen to like your kids? No, there are creepy people who are infatuated in a really disgusting way with your children, and you are giving them the content. So let's not act like you're giving a PSA to anyone about awareness and scary people that exist because you put your kids out on social media. So you are not the one to serve that PSA and have anyone in their right mind listen to it. So that's how I feel about this little, I guess what she thought was going to be something different, but it's definitely hypocritical, and I'm going to continue to take a look at their content. Geez. Oy vey. That's all I have to say. But that's going to be it for now. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.